What is up, guys? Welcome to another video with Gaming with Kyle. Today we're back for another episode of the 4-for-1 Let's Play. We're going to quickly go over our war attack and make sure all of our builders are working. So we got to make sure pet house is going, research is going, everything's going. And we got basically 4 of everything now because we also got a pet house for our 4th account now. So we're working on, we get 2 builders today. Pet house and army camp is finishing up. I'm most likely just going to put down my last army camp and all of the offensive stuff is done. And then we'll do probably just a defense. We might do a fire spitter or I'll probably do a fire spitter, to be honest, try to get those maxed out. And then once the pet house finishes up, we're going to be working on Sneezy. So we're maxing out Diggy, Spirit Fox, Phoenix, and Diggy are all maxed. And we're going to try to basically put all our attention onto Sneezy. Currently onto this war here. Kitty just doing a nice little cleanup, get that second attack in, nice. We look like we're going to get a dub here, so we ended up losing last war. Honestly, our past 8 wars have been pretty tough. We've got I think 5 wins and 4 losses, compared to our previous one. We've been on a 22 war win streak. So a little rough recently, but we should have a dub here. Hopefully we can get that rolling again. I found a new strategy that I'm going to be using that I seen somewhere on YouTube. Basically, I'll show it off here. We attacked their number 1, 3-starred. We used a Super Yeti mass Super Yeti RC charge, and we used the Heroic Torch on the Warden to kind of just walk through those walls. This one was a little bit sloppy, didn't work out exactly as I wanted it to. I believe the RC died a little early here, but we did end up getting pretty good value. So yeah, we kind of just pushed through this left side here, get a bit of a funnel going here. Taking out the Multi-Inferno, the Scatter Shot, Expose, kind of just working our way up here. Hopefully we work up all the way to the Fire Spitter, and then she might actually get the Fire Spitter down when she goes into Phoenix. And then she goes into Phoenix, takes out the Fire Spitter, so it's pretty big. Clean on the right side to create that funnel there, and everybody else in the middle here. So we got Mass Yetis, we have the 1 root router just to kind of open up the wall initially to get that funnel going, so everybody goes in the middle. We have the log launcher thrown to and put in there. And we also have the 1 totem spell along with the 1 rage. And the rage up the middle, those troops through there, we're going to put that totem down. The totem is going to soak up all that damage. And then we actually ended up taking 2 totems here because there was no CC. And then, yeah, we rage, hit that spell so they walk the walls, pop that king ability, so you bust open all the walls. And then, just like that, face is kind of crushed. The queen luckily stays alive, so she ends up working her way on the right side. And then, yeah, pretty easy 3-star for the most part. I do like the strategy. I just kind of started doing it, so I kind of work with it, but it seems like a pretty solid strategy. I don't remember where I seen it, but definitely where we showed the fact that wherever I seen this, go to the strat. Also, my Heroic Torch isn't even maxed. I think it's only 11, because I've been so many pieces of equipment we gotta do, especially I came in late, and we've been grinding the game for the past a year now, so I took a big 3-year gap, so all my equipment is just super weak, and this is one of the newer ones, so I'm going to start putting a lot of my attention into this equipment and try to max it out. But yeah, anywhere from Tunnel 8 to 16 air army. Usually I use dragons are pretty solid, but going to Tunnel 17 and above, who knows, we'll see. Maybe I'll get back into dragons eventually, but I feel like the Super Yeti attacks are just way more valuable, way more easy, and a lot more better value compared to dragons. Dragons die up too quick. But yeah, the next piece of equipment we're going to be working on is that Heroic Torch. Got to get it up. Let's head on to Valkyrie. I believe everything is down on Valkyrie, so pretty simple here. We do get 2 builders freeing up later today. We're going to be sure to put that down. Honestly, I might just do two of the storages, get those storages maxed out. We do have 2 air defenses going, and then once those 2 air defenses going, we'll just probably put the rest of the air defenses down, and then we'll work in the middle and try to get the Scatter Shots done, Expose done, and then there's 2 more levels of both the spell towers. But we unlock the poison, and I don't typically use the invis, but we will make sure we get to that eventually. So yeah, and the pet house is good for at least another 11 hours. By the end of the day, we will get that unlocked, and we're just going to be putting down the Phoenix. Try to max out that Phoenix. And then that should be everything on this account, so we're going to head on to Rush to Max. I didn't actually plan this one through, so yeah, we have all of our builders down currently. We get them back tomorrow most likely. We're just finishing up our storages. Research is free though. I ended up I forgot I had a book of fighting and a book of spells, so we're going to put down the Dragon Riders down, but problem is I forgot that I had a book here, so we're going to book this, and then we have to just put something down really quick. I was gonna either do the baby dragon or the healers, but we ended up doing the dragon riders, and then we just book it. Yeah, because I got the book, 6 days, 9 hours. Let's just take that off. And then I didn't realize I didn't have any loot, so we're just gonna quickly throw down something in the lab with dark. I'll just throw down a haste spell, something quick, something cheap just to get it going. Yeah, that's perfect. Haste spell down for a couple days, that'll work. That will do the trick. 3 days, done. And then we do have another book of spells. We're gonna have to come in later and put down that on probably the recall spell. I think it's almost 7 days, so be good value for it. And then the pet house is good for another day. So we're all good on rush. Let's head on to solo leveling. I believe solo has everything working besides the lab. Or not the lab, the pet house. So we get the Grand Warden back 10 hours. We'll be sure to put something down. I might just throw down one of the scatter shots. And then pet house is up. We're just gonna be working on unicorn. So we're gonna get her back and put her back down. And try to max out that unicorn. And then 10 hours. We'll only get the one builder back a little later in the day. And then that'll be it. We'll most likely just work on a scatter shot. But yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.